It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' sure-handed tight end. He's making a push for 1,500 yards and whatever else he can get. It's the Jags and the Bucks on Thursday night primetime.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Jaguar defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Gleason. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bucks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing, Jones. Campbell making the catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. You look at this Jaguar defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's going to have a Bucks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Jones. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now back to the ground game with White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoff.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Gleason. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jaguars at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On 1st and 10, Gleason going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Harris Campbell, 72 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Gleason. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They run straight ahead. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This pass caught, it's Woods. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On first down, Gleason. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Alert! Alert! Hey! Hey! Smash! Smash! No! No! Reload! Reload!
First down, here's White. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second and goal, Jones. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Trap alert! Trap alert!
They'll run for it. This is White. And this time he is in.
Rashad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now 21-17. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gleason. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Bucks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The defense, they're blitzing here. Jones.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now the Jags.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Gleason. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 14. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Gleason. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jones. On the left side, a catch by White. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Gleason. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Well, you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
On play action, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucks are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Gleason. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jaguars getting set to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Gleason.
As this complete to Woods.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Gleason.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Off play action. Gleason. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
Off the play fake. Gleason. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Ready, go!
The left side caught by Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete.
Touchdown! Cade Otton, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucks are able to cut into that deficit.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Off play action. Gleason. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Gleason. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Gleason. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. With the Bucks offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Bronco switch. Bronco unlock line. Roll. Rig it. Alert.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucks get a bit closer. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucks got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
70 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Jones on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Off play action. Gleason. Yeah, this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Jaguars are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Buccaneers 31. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Bucks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. This is White on the screen.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Still going inside the 20.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Off the play fake. Gleason. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Off play action. Gleason. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
First down, Jacksonville.
Off the play fake. Gleason.
Now throw out wide going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, Gleason. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To throw again on second down. Jones out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Alert! Alert! Hey! Hey!
Back to throw. Jones. Campbell making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. We'll partner up.